Alright then, boy. Welcome along to another episode of Open RCT 2 Custom Scenarios with me, Let 'em Come In It. Just waiting for my stream to catch up there, making sure everything was okay. It's been a while since we played this. I tend to do this about every other week, generally RCT, just to kind of keep it fresh, keep the games in rotation. Do ignore my little chat boxes in the corner there. I was just testing. Just testing up the chat. New chat. There we go, that explains that. Anyway, yeah, like I say, we haven't played this. It's been a while since I loaded this up, so it's nice to see some of these new open title screens. I like this. Nobody ever makes use of this Wild West theming. So I was doing a series where I was running through all the old roller coasters and creating myself ghost trains for every part, every scenery, every theme. So I haven't done that for a while, so I will get back to doing that at some point. This is really nice as well. This, like I say, I haven't seen a lot of this since it's last changed. We are going to be doing another scenario today from the main campaign, or the alternate main campaign rather, that was on Reddit, on the RCT subreddit. So let's check it out without further ado. Where are we? It's all under other parks. I've got hundreds of these other extra campaigns downloaded over here. I don't know why it's saying my video output is low. I'm just going to check that. No, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I haven't really pre-advertised the stream either anyway, so I was just doing it on the off chance on Sunday because I didn't get a chance to do this week in the week, Thursday and Wednesday I think it was. I was out and about on the road, so hence why we got Sunday. Anyway, where are we? It's under its own categories. Here we go. And this is really annoying me. The OCD in me is really playing up because I've completed Battle Reach. This has been completed in the saved games, but for some reason with this extra campaign it's not showing up here. So this is the one we're on to now, La La Land. And it's also one that I have not been looking forward to. Really, let's pause the game. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Where is the pause in this? What's the hotkey for it? I don't know. Can't remember. Might just be the actual pause button on there. So let's have a look around. Let's check this park out. I say this is one I haven't been looking forward to. That is because it is really tiny. It is a tiny, tiny park. And if there's one thing I hate, it's building in a tiny, cramped little park. So let's just see where we're at. Like I say, it's a very small park, and it's on the side of a motorway. It's a bit like, it reminds me of, I can't remember which campaign it is in RCT, where you've got, I'm just going to move around with these keys a little bit easier, where you're on either side of a highway, but it's RCT 2 campaign, I think, where you have to do that. So anyway, let's have a look, see what we've got. We've got ourselves a maze. We have got 3 years to do this in, so you know what? It's not hurting us any to have the park open. First of all, let's check out what kind of price. It's free entry, so that means the rides are going to be all paid for, which means we've got to whack everything up to as high as I can. I can usually get about £2 out of people for that. Possibly even a little bit more. It's a little bit quiet. I'm just going to turn it up on my monitor over here. And also just swing the mouse over there, so I have to go all the way over here apparently. So we can get a lot more money out of that, really. Probably about £5 a go. That's what I'm thinking. What do we got? I mean, the intensity is very high. I think we could even get some more out of that. I do quite like these quick rides that are over very fast. The turnaround is very good on these. And what do we got? We've got some go-karts. Yeah, there we go. £5 on the go-karts, of course. How many laps are they doing on there? Probably only about 3. 4 laps. Okay, that's fine. They're getting their money's worth. So we got Astronaut. That is a launch. What are these called? It's been so long since I played this. It's a shuttle, like a shuttle launch, but up in the air. You know what I mean? And we've also got your standard merry-go-round down there. And we seem to have some river rapids. This looks quite nice. Again, I like the kind of standard theming that we've got going on here. And just calling them kind of what you'd get general theme parky names. So how much have we got for this? That should be a £5 as well, really. No, £5. When you're in your first year, people will pay whatever, really, as long as it's kind of within reason. People are quite happy to pay whatever you want them to pay. So, what are we doing here? 16, yeah, it's all the way whacked up. When you, oh, you can get more people in the maze. I didn't know that. Have I? Bloody hell! You can get. Is this just an open RCT feature? I don't think 64 people. I don't think we're ever going to get 64 people in the maze. It must be a new RCT feature. La Maze. It's up to about 180. So keep that up at £2. And we've also got ourselves a little canoe ride. So boat hire, that's up. So I'll just keep it at the intensity or the excitement, roughly at 250. You know what? I've also got the night and day thing turned on. So I just want to. I don't want the cheats. Just want to turn that off because it's going to be hard to. It's going to be hard to construct anything in the dark. So where are we here? Oh yeah, I should probably. Let him come in it. Let's just do that as well. And track followers, guest name, guest after Twitch chat. This should all come on, but it doesn't seem to have done that at the moment. I don't know. It looks kind of nice in the dark. I might turn that back on a bit later, but at the moment, we're not going to do that at the moment. What do we got here? Where is? I always have it in pounds as well because I'm from England, obviously. Enable day. Oh, enable lighting effects. Experimental, yes. So we could have the lighting effects off and still cycle day-night. I'm just going to turn that off for the time being. But I might turn that on a bit later because it does look quite nice. But we'll see how we get on. Now, like I say, we have got... How long have we got? 3 years to do this in. I just want to check what's going on here. But we're getting more people coming into the park now because it's just opened as well, which is nice. Free admission, split by a road. The small amusement park could use more rides. Made by Mayan SOS. There we go. That's the man. I'm terrible with remembering names, and it's been a long time, so I couldn't remember Mayan's name who created this. There you go. Thereby, handy effect. And to have 1,200 guests, year 3, rating of 600. See, seems reasonable enough, yeah? But it's a piddly tiny park, and I really hate being crushed in and having to complete parks that are so tightly squashed in. But we'll see what we can do. My tactic for this is going to be, it's going to be build lots of shuttle launch coasters, I think. That's what I'm feeling here. Hang on a second. Let's have the water. Toilets, of course. The toilets need to be. Put same price throughout the park. No. What I might also do is build an on-ride photo section for there. I think it'd be cool to have it on the go-karts as well, have an online photo section, but obviously they don't. We've got cool little entertainers as well. That's nice to have entertainers in the park. Usually I don't bother with them. Let's have a look what's going on under the ground as well. So we've got construction rights over and under, I expect, or at least under, because we've gone under here. And do any of these rides cross over? Doesn't look like it. The go-karts, where are the go-karts? They don't either. So yeah, it's just a standard kind of park. Hey, man, how's it going? K7 Avenger? I know. It's been a while since I played this. It has been a while. I'm all brains. I'm kind of using the keyboard as well because I've got the mini laptop set up here. So I'm talking to you and I'm typing, mainly to get rid of all the testing that I was doing up there to rid myself of that. Yeah, man, I'm good. How about you? How you doing, my friend? It has been a while. I'm trying to keep this at kind of every other week at the moment, RCT, but it's nice. I was just cursing you for building such a small park because they're my least favourite parks. But I'm up for the challenge. It's gonna be good trying to build in such tight restraints. I think there is land for sale as well. There is, but tiny amount of land for sale. So I was just saying my tactic is gonna be to build a lot of shuttle launches if you're allowed to research shuttle launches on this. Yeah, man, no, I'm really digging the campaign. I've had so many other games on it to go at the moment. I'm kind of trying to balance everything out. So I'm trying to keep it. What I'm trying to do is do some of the games I'm trying to finish off are like what's it called? Oh, this looks like the colour's been changed slightly as well in this latest update of RCT, which is nice. I'm trying to complete Theme Hospital at the moment to go on to the custom campaign. So I'm doing one game every day basically. But yeah, man, it's good to have you on board. Good to have you back in the stream. And let's have a look. Let's see what we can build. All these transport rides are going to be out of the question. Why did I just click on that? You know what, actually, what I might do is build, like, something... Because I'm going to have to squash everything in a little bit. I might build, like, a little shuttle monorail. You know? So one station there and one station over there. So it kind of, like, goes ding, ding, ding. Backwards and backwards. I played a bit of Skyrim. You know what? It's funny. I really like Skyrim. And I waited until it was about 50p. And I bought it on Steam. Oh, I really like this as well. It's like a little bridge. I didn't notice that. That's really nice. You know, good work there, mate. I like that. The little over the bridge thing and under the walkway. And do you play it on keyboard or do you play it with controller when you play Skyrim? There, this is nice as well. I like this little bridge. Liking the little touches here. Because I started off playing it, I used to have it, I used to have an Xbox 360. I started off playing Oblivion. So I started learning on started playing on a 360 controller. And from there, I always, you know, when you kind of, your brain teaches you to play it on that, your muscle memory muscle. So for me, it has to be on keyboard now. I mean, it has to be on controller. And I bought a controller and I was playing it through on the PC. And then all of a sudden, one day, my controller it won't recognize it anymore. So I'm kind of stuffed in that respect. I'd have to relearn it on keyboard, and I can't be bothered. Played on the old PC. That's it. If I'd started on PC, I would have been a lot happier, because then I wouldn't have to mess around with learning it all on keyboard again. I mean, I've tried, but I'm like, it's going to take me ages to get like as good as I was on controller on keyboard. You know what I mean? But it's a cracking game. It really is. Because on the PC is great with all the mods, obviously. Who are you playing as, by the way? Oh, I really like that in green. That looks really nice. What race are you playing as? Because I can't remember who I am. I'm an orc. There you go. Oh, yeah, the SE version. I see. Nice. That's it. I was tempted to restart it again with the mods. There's a load of, like, I've got a couple of mods on, like blacksmithing, etc. and weight carry spells and things like that, you know what I mean? Let's just call this Helter Skelter. You know, I always kind of call them that. I might change the names for these things a little bit. Yeah, I was tempted to redo another game with all the extra mods where you can do character customization, more character customization and traits, you know. But it is a really great game, really, really great game. I need to see. I'm using like one of those knockoff controllers at the moment, like a knockoff 360 controller for the PC. So I was thinking it might be that, but I've got an Xbox 360 controller, so I might try and get an adapter for the PC and see if that makes any difference at all. Probably won't, but you know. Yeah. Oh, Dark Elf. Nice. That's it. I never really got into, a bit like when I'm playing Diablo, I never really got into the spellcasting too much. I like doing crafting and potions and spells, not spells, you know, poisons and stuff like that. Like stealing things from the land and using them. But yeah, there's a world of possibilities, isn't there? Okay, so I'm going to turn off scenery and theming. And I kind of want to turn off water rides as well. I'm just kind of looking, I'm going to turn off transport rides as well. Because this is a small park and I really want to hammer at trying to get the roller coasters in here. Okay, let's see what else we've got. I'm just going to build as many kind of small track rides, non-track rides for the time being. It's the funny thing about the game is as well, it's almost kind of never ending, isn't it? I know I'm up to kind of like almost the top tiers now, or it was when I was last playing it. And you can keep going, can't you? There's so much to do in that game. It really is a good one. You know what? I think I might try doing some strange things with these roller coasters. I've got an idea here. Oh, I don't mean to turn myself around. I've got to remember the key bindings here. I've got a strange idea that will either be really good or really bad. So, you know, I might save this idea for later, because what I wanted to do, I could do it the other way round, actually, I tell you. That might work. If I can do... I can't remember if you can do roller coaster station to station. Right. Oh, like hiding in the shadows and like sniping people. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, because you can sneak about and then there's pretty much nothing the enemies can do when you're really high leveled up, isn't there? Yeah, it's one of those games though that's definitely one that you can carry on almost indefinitely with. It's a shame. It's a real shame. I tried to play it again the other day, and I just, like I say, I'd have to relearn all the bindings or teach myself the bindings, and I just ain't got the time. Do we have construction rights over here? I think we do. I was kind of feeling... I mean, I've started off immediately making the park really messy, which I didn't want to do, but in the restraints, I think we're going to have to. I just want to see if this will work. I've got an idea in mind. I don't know if this will be... Let's go up a few more keys here. I don't know if this is going to be even worth it, but we'll see. I just want to see if this is something that could work. You know, I've got an idea in my mind, and if this doesn't work, I'm going to try it the other way. I've got a plan here. What are we up to? 24. It shouldn't go up that high. I should go kind of like a bunny hop here. And ping it down once more. That would have been nice if it had worked, but it won't. So then we'll just doon, and over to this like so. And how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. People are still excited because I'm building a roller coaster, so that's okay. That's working out fine. And that's one too many. You know what? This won't work because it won't have any way of going backwards, will it? That's... I could cheat probably. I just want to... I know this probably won't work, but I was thinking if it was exactly the same the other end, it would. Let me just want to try around with... Yeah, it won't... reverse incline shuttle mode. It will let me do a reverse incline shuttle mode, so... We could... I tell you what we'll do. We'll change this so it's reverse incline shuttle. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, I was going to call you Jill, but it's not. It's bloody hell. Not words. Fuck's sake. Names are my worst thing. Let me see. I got you on Twitter. Bloody hell. Vicky. Thank you. How's it going, Vicky? Good to see you. Good to have you on board. Welcome to the stream. It's funny. Speak of the devil, I was talking about you. Your ears must have been ringing earlier. I was saying we're back on the road with the band we were having a practice today. One of the first of 2018. And I was saying we are back on the road as a band from, I think it's from April we've got our first gig as a full band. Beginning of April. So I was saying we should come up and see you for karaoke. If you're still game for that, do let me know. You're hungover. See, I've been lucky in not being hungover recently. I haven't been. I went out the other week, but that was about it. So I've been being good, but I was terribly hungover the other day. So I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Anything good? I like the use of space. If you use it outdoors. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. We love the karaoke. Or I don't really, but our old guitarist does. You know what? I say I don't. I do like karaoke, but I just don't like it as much as our old guitarist did. He was like karaoke obsessed. I like the drink and I like going out. The karaoke is a mere hors d'oeuvre to that. But yeah, we're up for that. We're game. We'll come down. We've got a gig in Maidenhead. We're playing a reopening of a biker bar. So it's one of the first gigs of the calendar, which is going to be a big one for us. So we will come down to that, and that will be good fun. Yeah, I think this will look cool. K7. I was saying we should go. What I was saying was we should go and do karaoke. Nothing rude and lewd. Don't worry. And everyone was like, yeah, do the karaoke. So there you go. That's the insider knowledge on the Sweet Johnny. We're just training up a new drummer at the moment, and we're also training up our new guitarist. So times are busy. So what am I supposed to be doing over here? Let's ping one over there. But yeah, that'd be cool. I'm looking forward to coming and doing a bit of karaoke. I'm kind of feeling that if I do that over there, we could have 2. I don't know if this will work if we have a roller coaster station here. Let's check it out. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Anywhere good? Vicky? Anywhere good? It's just out to the karaoke again. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many did this go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Banging, 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 banging. And see, I don't know. We'll see if this works. I've got a plan in my head, and I've no idea if it's going to work or not. It looks good though. Either way, it looks good, regardless of if it works and if it's. Oh, cool. Oh, look at that. That goes right through the middle. I'm digging that. I'm digging it. Just working, eh? Down at. Is it Lucky Voice you're at, or is it the? Oh, that looks nice and articulated. Is it Lucky Voice or SingStar? Giving away your work details now live on bloody YouTube, but yeah. If anyone's in the Brighton area, go down, go down. Customers. Oh, I was gonna say. You know what? I was gonna say that because we're gonna be out like. We're going to be out all night, right? When we come back from this gig, we're going to finish up at about 12. I was going to say, are we alright to stay like at SingStar? Can we have a lock-in? Because otherwise it's going to be a bit of a pain in the arse for us all having to leave at 2 o'clock if we only get there at like 2. Ah, that's unsuitable. It's unsuitable. Okay. Wooden roller coaster. For some reason, I don't know why. Unsuitable to operate with station. Ah, with station platform. Right. Okay. So that one's not going to work. Right. Change of plan here. I thought that might be the case. I was being ambitious with the design. So I'm thinking, yeah, on-ride photo, and another little bunny hop here, down, and then ping it back up here. It probably won't need that much, because I doubt it's going to be going that fast, but let's see. And let's change that to articulated. Alright, let's check if that works. Right. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Slamstar. Okay, cool. That's it. That's what I was thinking. I need to make this a little bit bigger. Cool. That's good. That's cool. That's what we like to hear. Because we'll probably finish up there about 12. Then we've got to drive back from Maidenhead, so it'll be quite a late one. But yeah, that's cool. If you're cool for us to come, then we're definitely game for that. Sounds like what's going on here. This isn't working. Right. I've got a new plan for this. I was going to make the roller coaster train a little bit bigger. For some reason, it won't do my lift chain like I want it to. It's supposed to be reverse incline. Let's just do. It's not sandbox mode. I want disable support. There's something in here that I want. Is it under options? Bing bish bash bosh. Yeah, I didn't used to do too much. Didn't used to do too much streaming, to be honest. It was mostly I used to do all the video game poetry, which I still do. That's my main thing on YouTube. But since YouTube have changed the way that you get paid now, they want to force as many people to stay on here for as long as possible. So we're going to be doing a lot more streaming in this channel now. I'm kind of doing most days that I've got free when I'm not on tour with the band and when I'm not in the studio. So. There's going to be a lot more playing of games live. Whoopee. But it's good, man. Right, as long as everyone's enjoying it, then I'm happy. As long as everyone's having a good time live. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, it's the thing that allows you to do crazy things, like put loads of cars in there. Might be under cheats. General sandbox, freeze climate, unlock all prices, guests, ride parameters. Here we go. I want to... Do I really want to cheat that much and allow lift chains on all track pieces? No. So what I want to do is I want to allow... Where is it? Disable vehicle limits. That's what I want. I know. It makes things go a little bit crazy, but we want to whack this... Whoa. No, I don't want 31 cars. That's too much. Hang on a second. Let me just see if this works. Then I can see I've got some massages there that I need to reply to. If this works, this will be great. It's going to work. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. And we'll just call this something tacky like Caterpillar or something. Oh, come on, boys. Let's make it even larger then. Let's make this even bigger. Right, close this and put this up to like 15 cars. When we're forced into a tight space, we're going to have to do some cheating. I'm happy with that. Right, there we go. Ping that down there. That should just about make it over there now. It's going to be the slowest roller coaster in the world. But with people on it, it should be more exciting. Come on, make it over that second hill. Alright, we're going to have to change this. We're going to have to change it. It doesn't want to play ball, so let's just do a really small little hill like so. I'm hoping this isn't like a really crap roller coaster and no one wants to go on it, but... Okay, while we're testing this, let's have a look what's going on. Foolishly thought playing some Xbox might help. Oh man, no way. Oh, I couldn't imagine anything worse than trying to play a first-person shooter when you're hungover. I could see that leading to much chunder. You know, it's strange. Those games like Quake and Doom and even... do you remember Alien Resurrection on the PS1? Those games make my head spin. They always used to make my head spin anyway. And playing them when I don't play them when I'm hungover, but yeah, playing them if I was hungover wouldn't make me feel any better anyway. It's funny. Some of those first-person shooters do make me feel ill because there's perspective, and some of them don't. Right, what I'm going to do is just change that to a lift hill. So when it comes back over there, it'll be fine. It's not going to be the world's most extreme roller coaster, but it will be a roller coaster. Yeah, back to bed. Ah, man. I think even when I'm hungover, even games like this make me feel ill. So I try and like steer away from any gaming when I'm hungover. It's if I've been up all night, which happens quite a lot when we go out as a band. It's back to bed and watch TV. Moving too smooth. Oh, yeah, that's it. It's gonna get you. It's gonna get you. And I don't envy your hangover, but good. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? So we're going to spend most of the day apparently just mincing around with this roller coaster by the looks of things. I'm just going to change this because it's too. They can't handle it. They can't handle that drop apparently. So what we're going to do is change this. So we'll go up to here, and then I'll try and do a little dippity dip dip like that, about up to here. There we go, we can make this better. And then we just won't have this little pussy bunny hop here. We'll come down, and I think it's the first Saturday in April is when we're about. I was gonna message you on Twitter after today, just so you know when we're gonna be in the house. I have to think of some decent karaoke classics to bust out. That's what we're thinking. But yeah, January and February we take off for writing new material and for getting the band up to scratch, getting the van fixed, and all the general stuff that we need to do for the coming year. So January, February are quieter months. We're still a lot of time in the studio and a lot of time practicing, but I spend time just getting things ready, basically, to rock and roll for the next year. So yeah, April will be good. March, we have the first gig with the Depp drummer, so that wouldn't be a good time. So April's the man. Where are we going with this? Sweet. It's still, it can't even handle that. Okay. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to crank another car on there. This is the way to get over this problem. This could be causing the problem, actually. Because it's not getting enough momentum because there's too many carriages on here. Let's see. Let's check out what we've got going on here. Cool. Oh, you work every Saturday, do you? Oh, nice. That must be no good for getting hangovers, though. Hey, quite a lot of Sunday hangovers. Though to be fair, I work most Fridays and Saturdays with the band as well, so I try not to do any kind of Sunday gigs these days. We go out for a bit of a higher price, so Sunday gigs are kind of out of the question. This should solve the problem. There you go. No, it doesn't. Oh, how irritating. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. So it doesn't want to go up there. Yeah, I know what we'll do. We'll just over here like so, and then we'll just dig a little bit of the floor out just to get this last bit in here. Boom, 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 and over we go, up, up, up. So you do a bit of Twitch streaming, don't you? Normally around 6, 7 after I sleep. So going down in water, yeah. It sounds pretty much like being on tour. That's pretty much the life of a musician, being up most nights till X, Y, Z, and then feeling really ill and sorry for yourself. You do a bit of Twitch, don't you? Is that right? Vicky, rather. Do a little bit of Twitch streaming. I don't use Twitch much myself, to be honest. I just, I don't know. I am streaming to Twitch as well. I restream to Twitch, but it's a bit like I haven't spent as much time trying to mine out Twitch as I have on YouTube. I've got my fan base on YouTube, so that's where my attention's been going. But I do have Twitch. I do use Twitch for restreaming too, obviously. Okay, let's see. We finally got this to work. So let's see what we've got. Oh, Twitch. Oh, I see. Fair enough, Ski. Oh, we are going to start doing some Sweet Johnny. Oh, that's really poor. That's really poor. That's really poor excitement for this roller coaster. It's almost not worth the space it's taking up. But we'll open it for a little bit. We could call it a kiddie coaster. I was going to say for Sweet Johnny, we are going to be doing a bit of live streaming for Sweet Johnny. We could maybe do some karaoke live stream. Would be fun if Johnny's got his phone set up. We could do that to the page, so we could all get in on that. That would be good laugh. It will be good times, no. But that's separate. That's separate to everything else. Okay, let's see if people actually enjoy this thing. I'm just going to call it. I'm going to go with the Hungry Caterpillar because it's a kiddie coaster. I'm supposed to be going for a dog walk later at about 5 with me and Mrs. and our 2 French bulldogs. We were supposed to do it earlier, but it was cold and wet. So we're going to be out there doing that after this stream. So that'll be about 5 o'clock-ish. So that'll be good. Pud and Bun should be ready to rock and roll later. And what I'm going to do is change the colours up here. Oh, did you do a bit of streaming on doing karaoke stream? That's what I'm thinking. I think we should make the most of it. Since we're there, I reckon we'll do a bit of streaming to the channel. That'd be cool. That'd be like we'll have to announce it as like a 2 AM stream. And I'll film a little bit for the channel as well. Who knows? Different colours. Vehicle. Here we go. And we can change this up to look like an actual caterpillar now. People won't go on it because it's raining. But whatever. I'm thinking we can go a bit of green and a bit of red. What colour are caterpillars anyway? Yeah, kind of green. I'm going to go green and red. Whatever. Green and red. Hang on a minute. I need to do this. Need to do this correctly. So odds are going to be green, right? And evens are going to be red, right? Yeah. Really, I'm really pedantic about, you know, kind of colours and making things look nice. Being an artist, obviously, things must be pretty and they must be good. So we're gonna, you know, if you're gonna do something, why is it not coming out green? Am I doing the wrong colours here? It is. It's coming out green, but it's coming out like a really dirty green. Let me turn around and see why that's. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. It's because every other one's black at the moment. That's why. Okay, let's get this tied up. Let's get some more green going on here. I don't know. People seem to be enjoying it. More for them, I say. There's no. It's such a pathetic roller coaster, though. No one's screaming on it. I don't think I've seen anyone go on it, actually. What am I talking about? No one's on this crap roller coaster I've just made. But we're tied in. We're tied in by the land. So that's my excuse today. And let's get a bit of red going on here as well. And a bit of red over here. Yeah, we're supposed to be doing kind of like a 4-pronged attack with social media. So Tom will be managing the Twitter account, I will be doing the Facebook account, Johnny will be doing the YouTube, and Sai will be doing the Instagram account. So yeah, it's kind of like a new strategy, because I can't be bothered to do it all myself. So there you go. Okay, let's check this out. Let's see if people are actually... Oh, I'm only charging £2. There we go. We've got some guests in the park for it. So I'm happy with that. I charge an extortionate amount, an exorbitant amount for it as well. And an exorbitant amount for that. And what we'll do is we'll build another one either side of it later on in the game. Cool, cool, cool. I've just got to link this up over here. I'm using my little Mac screen to do the chat, because I'm not looking at it from this side. Do you stream straight from your Xbox, or straight from whatever console you're using? I take it. No, cheeky Tomlet. He's coming down. We're like I say, it'll be good. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, I need to buy something else, I expect. Oh, TK, the Crawley favourite. That's what I think, and I think I need to. I should really put a ride thing on here to make people buy photos, etc. But whatever. We'll crank that out in a bit. Yeah, I guess have you ever seen the Sweet Johnny van around Brighton at all? We're thinking of selling it, actually. That's Tom usually drives the van, but we're having a change up in personnel for driving. We're thinking of getting a bigger van, right? So we're going to sell the small Daihatsu, the original Sweet Johnny wagon. You're not in the market for it. If anyone's in the market for a small blue Daihatsu, that is a pretty rock and roll vehicle. If anyone's in the market for a small blue Daihatsu, hit us up, because we've got to increase our size. We're looking at getting a bigger van. So yeah, buy the van. Oh, you haven't seen it? Have you got the Facebook page on Sweet Johnny? If you check that out, I'll send you a picture of it now. Hang on. This is the joy of live streaming. I can just like link things to people. But I'm not sure if YouTube allow you to link it. Let me see. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, Sweet Johnny. Let's link this in. YouTube hate you linking, like doing external links to anything. Let's see if this works. Oh, it's showing up in my stream chat, so I don't know if it's going to actually show up real time. But there you go. That is the Sweet Johnny van is there anyway. If anyone's curious to see what it looks like, it's a tiny little rock and roll van. Like I say, we're in the market for something a little bit bigger. You know, scenery can kind of wait. I kind of want to build something to make this kind of look like more in keeping, like with the Hungry Caterpillar theme. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's you'll see the van. It's quite a comedy to itself, comedy unto itself. Oh, cool. We got flying saucers as well. I'm kind of feeling building that, but we don't have too much space. What I'm going to do is basically build a load of roller coasters either side of this thing. So there'll be 2 either side. One more extreme roller coaster over here. I kind of shouldn't have called that the Hungry Caterpillar, because the other ride we could do would be a much better Hungry Caterpillar. But let's change this up, because we've got a kiddie coaster which would look better. So I'm thinking... oh yeah, by the way, if anyone wants to name anything in this stream, do just shout out. I'm trying to keep it, again, kind of generic-y theme parky for this theme. Let me have a look what scenery we've got, see if there's anything that would... I don't want to call it anything really cliche. What were those like garden gnomes called? They didn't have an actual name, they was just gnomes. You know what? Oh look, to actually get on the roller coaster, they have to walk down there and kind of climb up backwards. That's amusing. What is it called in horse racing where you have the jump racing? I'm trying to remember. It's like fences. It's like, I don't know, final furlong. Final furlong. There we go. A furlong is like racing terminology for... What am I trying to say? Spit it out. Racing terminology for the length, isn't it? A furlong is a length in horse racing. There we go. Derek from the Blockheads. Sorry, I've got a message. Usually my Facebook stuff turns up on my stream. And I've just had a message from another musician, Danny Dangerous. Shout out to you, my friend. He plays in Blockheads Tribute Band, or the Blockheads Tribute Band. And Geezer from the original lineup turned up last night, and that was pretty cool, apparently. Which he felt the need to tell me right now. Oh, there's a bin that needs emptying. Final furlong. It's okay. It'll do for a name for the time being. It'll do for the time being, I think. Let's empty that bin. This is, I mean, if you're going to play anything when you have a hangover, this is probably one of the more relaxing games to play when you have a hangover, I guess. Something nice and gentle, you know. This music could drive you insane. The old fairground organ music, it just drive you nuts. But yeah, we usually, like I was saying about the van, we usually have it parked in and around Brighton. So if you do, well, we won't have it parked in and around Brighton soon because it'll be bloody gone. But if you ever spot it, that's us. I'm also thinking I'm not going to build that just yet. Do I have the right to actually build it? Oh wow, we've got building rights all over that thing. Cool. I might have a few roller coasters going through the side of that as well, but not right now. Yeah. Are you talking about the original theme park, like theme park on Mega Drive and on DOS, like Bullfrog theme park? That's the one. I'm a big Bullfrog fan. I love the old Bullfrog games, like Dungeon Keeper, Theme Park, Theme Hospital. I'm playing a bit of Theme Hospital at the moment, actually streaming a bit of Theme Hospital. That's a good thing. If that's the game you're talking about, that's it. You're the girl. You're the one. If you are talking about that game, because Bullfrog, I think we're roughly like, you know, we're from the same era, you know. Kindred spirits on the gaming front, obviously. Yeah, Bullfrog and the original theme park, they're the ones. That's the one. Mega Drive, that's the one. Oh, hang on. One of my dogs is busting down the door. Charlotte, keep the dog. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Charlotte's keeping the dog away. She's in the other room with the bulldogs. And they need to go for a walk and then they need to be bathed. That's later. That's the job for later. Yeah, let's build this as well. Let's build these two roller coasters. I'm feeling just exactly the same. Just while we're here. I did a little retrospective actually on the Mega Drive one, why I think it's better than the DOS one. That's another bit of shameless self-promotion for myself. Everyone go and check that out. I will, now that it's allowing me to link things in the stream, I could link it, but I'm not that shameless. I've already linked the Sweet Johnny thing, so we're not going to link another one. That's a shame. I'm not gonna be allowed to do that, am I? Because yeah, I don't own that. Okay, what we'll do is, what can we do? We won't do as steep a drop. We'll just do even more of a kiddie coaster. Ah, really? This is going to be a really pathetic coaster because we can't go any higher than that. Okay, well, this will just be a crap coaster. Never mind. We'll just kind of toodle along like so. Just going up and down and up and down. I wonder if we'll actually get enough momentum to make it back over here. Well, we shall soon see, won't we? Maybe this will be more extreme somehow than the other one. They kind of remind me of like Blackpool kind of Pleasure Beach style roller coasters. Let's have a little on-ride photo section here. I'm not going to put the water splash in because it will slow it down way too much. That's irritating. That's just slightly too low. Fine, fine, fine. Let's go along like... Oh, let's do a few more of these. And now we'll come up like so. Boom. You met Peter Molyneux. video game conference a few years ago. Told theme park was my childhood. No way. Well, theme park is life. So don't feel ashamed about saying theme park. It was great to Peter Molyneux. Not a massive fan of his later stuff, to be honest. Theme park's the one. Theme park's the one, I reckon. What conference was it? That sounds pretty cool. To have met Peter Molyneux. Well, Peter Molyneux is cool enough, I guess, isn't he? I don't know whether I'd call Peter Molyneux cool. I'd say it's cool to meet him just because he designed some cool games. But I wouldn't go as far as saying he's a cool dude. Let's put it that way. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool you met him. What conference was it at? Oops, can't do that yet, can we? Move over here. Sounds pretty cool. Did you get to ask him anything? Like anything interesting? Was he interesting to talk to, or interesting to say stuff to? I guess. Let's have this. Let's have this exactly the same colour as that as well. I want it to look nice and in keeping with this. So we've got a little red here. We've got a little black here and a little white here. Oh, it was at the Brighton Centre, was it? All right, that's pretty cool. Was it like a retro conference? That's pretty cool. Well, actually, he's doing games now. Why'd it be a retro? he's not just doing retro games, is he? He's still producing games to this day. Continuous. No. Let's change this. Let's change this reverse incline. Yeah, let's go for that. Randy Pitchford. Borderlands. Oh, right, cool. I see. He's looking for people to work at his new computer company at the time. He's such a shyster, isn't he? Peter Molyneux is a bit of a dodgy geezer. With his constant lies. But it sounds like an interesting meeting. This is going to be really crap, this Rollercoaster. But I do still love Theme Park and Theme Hospital. And what else do they produce? Populous. Do you remember Populous? And I'm trying to think of some other. Dungeon Keeper, of course, another Bullfrog classic. He's pretty interesting. I mean, the way he started out his company, he wasn't starting in video games, was he? He was just doing. I can't remember what he was doing. It wasn't video games basically, and he picked up a contract to make a game, even though his company wasn't making games. And basically, he just winged it. He got all the computers for free because he said he could make games for this company, and he just or a computer program, I think it was, not games, and he just winged it. So that's pretty cool. I respect him for that. Yeah, he just hooned it and decided, you know what, I'm just going to do it anyway, and then it turned out all right. I guess you could say it turned out all right. Fairly successful businessman. Am I going to? This needs to be correct. I need to make sure I'm doing the right card. Yeah, it's evens or greens. There we go. Number 8 and number 10. This is a little bit tedious, but it's going to be worth it to have them all. These are all going to be opposite colours, obviously, and they will look nice when they go together. This is the thing with these games. You know, it's all about detail. So it works for my mind. I do like detail. It's got to look good. So there you go. It's opposite cars, etc., etc. They do still look black though when they go down there, and it's because the seats inside are black. That's fine. This isn't really bringing in the punters though, I've got to say. So we're gonna have to do something else to bring in some punters. Final furlong. That needs capital. Again, see, so pedantic. There we go. Final furlong, and I want to synchronise these two. Let's see. It's just as crap, if not slightly crapper. A fair bit crapper, as a matter of fact. But when we put them in sync with each other, we should be good. NSYNC, like the band, like the crappy band. Where were they? They were American, but that was Justin Timberlake's first band in NSYNC. NSYNC. What an awful band. I don't know why that came into my head. because I was talking about sinking roller coasters. There you go. That's the tedious link. Get rid of that. Boom. We should do a roller coaster park or a theme park just that's all named after terrible 90s pop bands. That would be good. We should have the Britney Spears Experience, etc. What are we going on over here? Boom. I do actually. I don't have as much space as I'd like for collecting, but I do. I have a Mega Drive collection. I have a SNES, it's a very small SNES collection. I mostly got Mega Drive. I'm looking at them now. PS1, I've got a medium PS1 collection, very small PS2 collection. I used to have a load of PS2 games, but I sold them all when I moved. And I have an Amiga, I have a Master System, I have a Mega Drive, I have a SNES. So yeah, actually, come to think of it, I have a fairly large collection of games. There you go. Just having a drink, excuse me. Bloody hell. This massive goblet of water here, and I keep drinking it wrong. It's going down the wrong way. But yes, I do collect mostly Mega Drive. I've got a mate actually who's going for a full PAL collection, a full English collection, and I think his house is pretty much wall-to-wall Mega Drive games. I need to check out how he's doing actually. He's virtually there with the whole collection, which is pretty crazy. Oh, you're a Mega Drive game collector, are you? Wicked. I've got, looking at about 1, 2, how many are there still? 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. About 60 odd carts roughly. Thing is though, when I didn't have any space, I threw away the boxes. I didn't even sell them, I threw them away. So I have a couple with the manuals, but mostly it's just the carts I've got, which is, you kick yourself later in life when you've done something stupid like thrown things away that are worth money. But yeah, I've got a couple of rare ones as well. I've got a couple of what are they called, Japanese Mega Drive carts as well, and I've also got there's a few rare ones, some like General Chaos and things I've heard go for some cash these days. Do you collect Mega Drive as well then, do you? That's cool. Or just games in general. Okay, now these are synced. These are a little bit better. They're a little bit more entertaining for the people. Yeah, Mega Drive. Mega Drive was always the one. I grew up with started with a Master System. Then we sold that. And we didn't sell it. We broke it down at the time, and when I was a kid, we put the the chipboard on my wall because it looked cool. So again, something I kicked myself. Why I wanted to have that on the wall as a kid, and rather than just keep the console. And then went on to Mega Drive, and then had an Amiga, which I rebought a while ago because I found a load of games just in a skip, so I took them all home from Brighton. And now that's about the only consoles I got. On a SNES as well. Oh, I've got Sega Saturn games as well, yes. Ah, nice. Master System. Whoa, 85. Saturn's a good one, Saturn's really hard to emulate as well, because I do a series on Damn Dirty Cheating, like the strangest cheats in video games, and the Sega Saturn is a hard one to emulate. I've got like a virtual disk drive for it, but it's not ideal for me to have the console. I haven't got a Sega Saturn console, but I do love the Sega Saturn, and it is something that I am looking into picking up an actual console for, because I've got about, I don't know, a handful of games for it. The Saturn, there's something about the Saturn, it's got a feel to it. It's got the graphics set and the games like Nights and Days and Exhumed and things. These are things I remember my mate used to have a Saturn from back in the day. So it's got a feel to it, It's hard to put my finger on it. And the Mega Drive's just great for picking up and playing. I love all the Micro Machines games on there as well on the Mega Drive. Really great fun. Like if you've got the ones where you can plug the controllers straight into the game cartridge, I've got about 2 or 3 Micro Machine games which always a load of fun to play with your mates. Really good fun. Love Micro Machines. And Micro Machines on the PS1 as well, the all-time greatest 8-player game. It's just brilliant. It's perfection, pure perfection. That sounds cool. Yeah, you'll have to take a picture. Have I got you on Twitter? You'll have to post a picture to Twitter so we can check it out. Check out your collection. That sounds cool. I think I've got you. We've got you on the band, haven't we? On the band Twitter. I have to check that out. I'd be keen to see that collection of your Saturn games and your Mega Drive games. It sounds cool. I'm feeling some more rides up in this place. So we're kind of like 1 year through. Let's check out how the research is going. T-shirt. Oh, Heartline Twister. No, not feeling the Heartline Twister. That's for sure. Although it would work over here. I might build one. I might build it a little bit higher. I tell you what, I will build a Heartline Twister over there, and it will just dink along the middle. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, sweet. I'll give you a follow. I'll have a look. I think I've got you on my Twitter as well, actually. Yeah, I'll check that out. Post a tweet your collection. That's cool. That's always keen to check out any decent video game collections. What would you say some of your rarer Mega Drive carts are, as a fellow Mega Drive collector? I'm just taking a look. I can see mine from here. I don't know. It's hard. Some are, you know, some are not that rare, but are rare or are good to have because they're kind of like not games that everyone knows about. You know, like Wiz and Liz, for instance. I did a video on that just last Friday, and realised that no one else knows the game Wiz and Liz. It's kind of a Psygnosis classic, an English Psygnosis classic, and it's a brilliant game. I really do like. All the Psygnosis games are brilliant. Psygnosis is one of my favourite developers, actually. They were Scousers from England, and their company folded in 2000 and something, 2006 maybe, 2008. I don't know, but yeah, that's a shame because they're a really good company. And what am I looking for? I haven't got many rides. I might crank up the research in a minute potentially. And I might, you know what, since it rains a lot in here, I am going to build this. I'm going to build this now. And I kind of, yeah, you know what, I'm going to build it lower. So it's going to be underground. Let's zip this round here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, 4, 5, 6, 7. Footpath in the way. Oh, you're right, there is a footpath in the way. Okay, we'll have to move that footpath. This is the problem with really small parks. Delete that, and those people are going to fall down to oblivion, and they won't be able to get back out, but I don't care. Let's do this. What we need to do is build this first. What? It must be this piece of footpath. There we go. That was what was in the way. So build that, and then I'll try and go underneath it. There we go. And this is where it gets really complicated. So see-through rides, when you start messing around with path. No, I don't want to do that to the river rapids. I want to destroy the path. Okay, it looks like it's meeting up. I don't know what's going on here. Surely, yeah, there we go. It has joined. People can go through. People can go through. We're right. We're happy. We're happy. Hey man, Slippery Fish, how's it going? Good to have you on board, Mark. Good to have you on board. Good to have you on board, my friend. And yeah, I know it's going to be the big 4-0 in a minute, innit? In a minute. What am I talking about? In a bit. Soon. I didn't. Oh, I must have gained another subscriber since I went online. That's cool. I like gaining another subscriber. And I've got some messages. Let me just check. I have a nerdy tattoo of my favourite video game. What's your favourite video game? I was going to say maybe it's Resident Evil because Jill Sandwich, but I don't know. That could be wrong. Streets of Rage 3. You know that? Yeah, that's pretty rare. You got the Japanese version, bare knuckle. If you just got Streets of Rage, the normal PAL release, not PAL. You know what I mean? The English release and American release. That's pretty rare. That's a pretty rare game. Defo. And yeah, Wiz and Liz. It's a really great game, isn't it? An Action 52 as well. Yeah, that seems like Oh, I know Action 52. That's a really crappy game. I know Action 52. Yeah, that's one that it's good to have, you know, but it's not one to play, is it? Pow, yeah, that's it. That's what I'm saying. Oh, Kid Chameleon, nice, nice. I haven't heard that game for ages. And yeah, hey Mark, hey Mark, how's your how's your Sunday going, my friend? Nice to have you on board, mate. It's unusual. I don't usually do much Sunday streaming, but I thought I'd crack on and do a little bit because we missed out in the middle of the week this week, didn't we? From whatever else we were doing, and the Rollercoaster's gonna have to miss this out here because this is gonna be problematic. But yeah, nice to hear from you, Mark, and good to have you on board, my budro. What's going on there? Why is that? Every time I build that, oh, it's a fence. I see. Right, that's fine. 2, 3, 4. How's it going over in the US of A on your Sunday? There we go, a bit of poetry for you. I'm thinking I need to get one over here. So this will just be like an entrance next to the park, and we'll have. That's gonna make life hard. So we'll just go over there, and we'll go over there. I don't know if old TK. Oh, you know what? He Tom Kent does play a few games when we were at the studio. I don't know if he's got any. I think he's just got modern consoles. He's subscribed to the channel though. He loves the channel. This channel, that is. He has. When we were up at the studio, TK was playing a bit of when we were recording the last EP. We were up in Essex, and the studio has like an Xbox and a PS2 and stuff up there. So he was digging a bit of that, but I don't know how old school he goes. He's only like what, a year younger than me. So is he a year or 2 years? I think he's 1 year younger than me. But anyway, yeah, that's 31 card. That's never gonna work. Yeah, he does. He digs a bit of games. I don't know what games he plays. You'll have to talk to him about it. That's the one. Small monorail cars is all we've got. So, oh no, I put 30 cars, and I didn't really want 30 cars. I wanted a lot less than 30 cars. 30 trains, 12 per. Nah, it's never going to work. They're all like bunched up at the station as well. Pfft. Close that, and we'll have. Let's say, two per train, and I think maybe 5 trains. Will that work? I think that's okay. There we go. There we go. Matchmaking, making matches. And oh, Mark, this is. I'll sit tap. I'm just reading up. This is Mark. This is Meet Vicky. Vicky meet Mark down in Brighton. Vicky works at a cool what do you call it? My mind's gone blank. Karaoke bar. There you go. And we're supposed to go in there as a band. So that's cool. As a Sweet Johnny outing. And you're a fan of the old Sweet Johnny, aren't you, Mark? So there you go. That's the score. Thought I'd just let you in on the info. And let's build this. Let's build this. How's your Sunday going anyway, Mark? Is it all good? How goes it? Oh bugger! I built that wrong. And this ride seems to have broken somehow. It's supposed to be doing inclined shuttle. Maybe there's too many carriages. Doom 4. Ah, you know what? I know why this won't work. Because it's supposed to be just one. Because it's inclined shuttle, isn't it? And let's have 9 in there. Let's test that. That's better. Let them come in. Ellie, is that Ellie I2? Is that me? Just coming with the baby. Oh, nice. Chilling. Just coming with the baby. Yeah, that didn't make much sense. Sounded lewd. Just chilling with the baby. Nice one, man. That's a good thing to do on Sunday. Me and Charlotte are going to go out for a dog walk later. A pig walk with the pigs, the hogs. And it's nice weather over here for once today, so that will be good. That will be a good thing to do. It's just, there's no point calling this anything other than monorail. I'm just going to leave it as monorail. So yeah, that's cool, man. No worries, no worries. My memory for names is terrible, so I'm trying to teach myself to remember names a lot better than I do. Hence why I'm going to say Vicky, and I'm going to say Mark, and I'm going to say Michael, and everyone else using the stream that has a name. Yeah, I know. Not Twitter. Facebook, not Facebook. For fuck's sake. Third time. YouTube doesn't allow links, which is really, really stupid. I think it's because everyone used to kind of link their own streams and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, it doesn't allow you to link in the stream. Although I managed to link in the stream for some reason. Hey Leo, how's it going? How's it going, my friend? Good to have you on board. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I think it's really tacky. I don't ever want to call, like, it's a leftover thing where people, you know, when people run channels, they call their subscribers things. Like, it's really tacky, and I'd rather just call people by their name. It's like a hangover from bands calling their fan bases things, which that's okay, sort of, like where Lady Gaga will call her fans like little monsters or whatever. You know what I mean? That's okay. Lady Gaga, not so much though. But, you know, bands, that's okay. But YouTubers calling their fan bases things, that's just shit. And I won't have it. And I will never do that. So, rest assured, you're in safe hands. I must still have the lighting effects on. Hang on. I don't want cheats. It's under the options. How's your Sunday going, my friend? Oh yeah, Legoland did. It started working. No, it started not working, and then it eventually went round to deciding it was going to work. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn on the lights here. Allow testing, unfinished, automatic. Where is it? It's when I started doing it, it started playing up, and it was being all funny. But I managed to get it to work. But it was driving me mad playing it. Legoland is a game. Legoland is a game that is quite punishing. There we go. Cycle day and night. Yeah, Legoland is a bit of a pain in the arse, to put it bluntly. Yeah, I know it's going to be a bit harder to call everyone by name. It's going to be the loyalists. It's going to be the loyalists. I remember, like Mark and Leo and Vicky and anyone else who's been around since the beginning. That's the plan. Okay, so we got a little monorail going on here. This is good for when it rains because people are like, oh. Excitement factor plus 3%. What's this? This must be... Oh, this is cool. This is really nice. This is OpenRCT. So, it actually tells you about the ride. It tells you more info about the ride now. That's nice. Didn't know that. No worries. No worries, mate. We'll be doing some more of that crazy, crappy game. So, don't worry. There's plenty more crap to come from that game. And... but yeah, it's good. It's a good laughter stream. It's one of those games you can just kind of constantly take the piss out of. So it don't mind playing it, but it is a bit annoying. Now, what I want to do is build a little track ride over here, so they have to go underneath it. I like that. Aesthetically, that is pleasing to my eye. But that is not so much. This is a really, really tiny park, so we're gonna see how it goes. But it's going to be a little bit problematic for building. And that just needs to go down like so. That looks quite nice. That looks quite nice. And there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And I'm just going to call these flying saucers because there's no point calling them something else. Leo video of your door. Yeah, that's a cool video, Leo. I like that you're branching out to doing like synthesized kind of versions and not synthesized versions. You know what I mean? What are they called? Like transposing songs and stuff. It's a cool idea. I really like that expansion of the channel. It works really well. And Us tubers have got to do something to survive, right? I hate that term as well. I'm just going to say all the sayings that I hate today. We need some lights. This looked really nice when the lights come on here in the experimental night and day phase. And we'll put a couple of lights over here. There we go. This looks a lot better actually now. When it used to be too dark to actually do anything with construction on, but this is okay. It looks about right, I think, today. And it still is a little bit finicky because it only works in certain areas. Like I have to turn around, keep turning around to so you can see it. But it's nice. It looks nice with night and day on, doesn't it? A lot more pleasing to the eye. Send Leo a clip of your door. How are you getting on with the old secret collaboration that we've got going on, Leo, as well? We'll keep that under wraps. We won't tell anyone what we're doing yet until we release it. we've got another collab coming up, me and Leo, and we're working on it. See, it is still too dark though to build with this night and day mode on, unfortunately. But we're doing okay. I mean, we're kind of halfway there. We're making money. Oh, I've got a loan. Didn't realise that. Let's get rid of that loan. We're making money and we're getting people in the park. Reverse roller coaster. Okay, that sounds cool. T-shirt store. We'll buy that. And I just want to check how we're doing here. Bada bang, bada boom. 1,200 guests, year 3. So yeah, that's okay. We'll see how long it takes to. Oh bloody hell! It's already just gone 4. So, Bastos, Captain Bastos, how's it going, my friend? Nice to have you on board, nice to see you. So has this game changed your perception on theme parks? You know what? No. No, I'd say. I've always loved theme parks ever since I was a little kid. And I think in part that has something to do with playing theme park as a game. Like the game, it was the first game I ever had on Mega Drive. You know, Theme Park, the Bullfrog game. And that kind of spurred on. Whether I was born with a love of theme parks or whether that made me love theme parks more, I don't know. Go figure. But I think they fed into each other, and I've always loved theme parks. Oh no. You know what I've done with this? I've put 31 vehicles on. No wonder no one's going to be able to... No wonder no one's... Look, there's 31 cars. No wonder they're not going to be able to go anywhere. It's just wall-to-wall cars, right? We better change that. Because we can't have 31 cars. But I will put in, let's say, 20. Yeah, so the other thing that did change my perception of theme parks was that when I was doing a little bit of research for the theme park episode, the game, I found out that their theme parks are actually designed in a way to make you spend maximum amount of cash. So what I mean is you'll be going around the theme park and they're laid out a bit like supermarkets are now. They're laid out in a way to make you spend the most amount of cash. So you'll go through, as soon as you arrive, there'll be a food stall. And then the paths are all built in a way like one massive shop, basically. So it'll take you to the bloody photo booth. It'll take you to the t-shirt stall. Like Disneyland, it's built around making people spend money. So that kind of mars the experience slightly. One of the things playing this game made me so much more aware of how they intentionally make lines. How do you mean, like the roller coasters? How parks are kind of like designed in their layout? Do you mean, Bastos? And as you know, Bastos. I don't. What's your actual name? I've just been saying I should be calling everyone by their names. That's what I'm trying to do to work my muscle memory of name power. I've got you on my Gmail. I'm just going to kind of whack it up. I don't know if I've actually got your name on Gmail, though. You're just Bastos to me. That's it, yeah. Einstein. Is that how you say it? Einstein? Einstein. That's a cool name. I'm terrible. My pronunciation is terrible. Oh, man. Jonathan. I've been calling him Jonathan Hardbody, you know. And his name's actually Jonathan Ablebody. So, egg on my face for that. Yeah, Einstein. I like that name. Einstein's a cool name. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it like Einstein but with a Y? Einstein? Did you ever play the Legoland games, Leo, as a kid growing up? because to me it's all brand new. I'd never played that as a kid, but it was it's chaotic. I think it's a game I would have liked more if I was a child, but it's still fun. Okay, Einstein. I was trying to pronounce a lot of things, like Dutch things, in usually in the RCT stream. There's Pim and Marcel, and the things they make me try and say, because I'm pretty bad, but pretty bad at pronouncing things that I've never spoken before. But there you go. That's, as long as it's close, that's good for me. Oh man, Charlotte's turned the heating on, so it's really hot in this room. I'm just in my office, like, why is it so hot all of a sudden? And the heating's on, that's why. Yeah, Sim Tower. What is it part of the Sim series? Because that sounds like a game I'd like to check out, because I like all the old school kind of PC games and construction games. You'll have to send us a link to it, Bastos, so I can check it out, or Einstein, sorry. Yeah, hook us up a link to it, tweet it to us, or post it on one of my videos or something. I'd like to check it out. It's cool. That's nice. I like that there's a little bridge over there. That looks cool, pleasing to my eyes. Oh man, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I feel your pain, Vicky. That's I try. You know what? I try and have like 2 months off drinking and going out and getting wrecked in January, February. But it doesn't always go so well. Like I say, I was out for a mate's stand-up do the other weekend and to do some recording, and yeah, you end up going out, didn't you? Like trying to have these dry September, or not dry September, dry January and dry X month, Y month. Doesn't work, does it? Hangover cures. I mean, there isn't really any that work apart from hair of the dog. So yeah. There's not much I can offer you apart from the knowledge that it's probably going to get worse before it gets better. That's all I can say. I think the only hangover cure I know is literally hair of the dog. That's it. Everything else doesn't work. Has anyone in the stream got any good hangover cures? Yeah. Oh, Maxis. Ah, Maxis. Yeah, so it's from the Sim series. Ah, I see. That's nice. Yeah, hit us up with a link to that, Bastos. That sounds like a good one. And I do love all those really old school PC games. That's my speciality, if you will. So I'm up for checking that out, mate. Hit me up with it. I guess it's kind of like a construction type game, isn't it? Or I'd hazard a guess at it being a construction type game. I have to check that out. Let's delete that. Oh no. Deleted the path. People are going to go crazy. They don't know where to go. Like the millions of ants. Here we go. And oh, you know what? I didn't want to do that. Don't drown, don't drown, don't drown. Don't walk into the lake, you fool. There we go. Everything's done. Crisps. Yeah, I know. Like, you can't post the links in there, right? YouTube don't like links. Yeah, whoa, 31 boats. Crisps are a good hangover cure. Yeah, we were having a talk about crisps and chips the other day, weren't we? What do you have any good hangover cures, Vicky? I can't post links. I know. It's YouTube. It's that damn YouTube. Damn YouTube. Yeah, I reckon, I don't know, hangover food, you do need to eat when you got a hangover, I think. You know, there was a service that deliver, what is it? They deliver anything to you basically, but there was a service that like cooked roast dinners and delivered them. Are you vegetarian? Are you vegan though, Vicky? Is that right? I think I saw one of your posts on Twitter. Is that correct, or am I thinking of someone else? So a big burger would not be the one for you. Well, yeah. That's precisely. You know what? When I was streaming Legoland, I was swearing a lot, and the video stream got demonetized temporarily. So I wasn't going to mention that, but that is also a cure. I'm glad somebody else said that as well. I'm glad someone else mentioned that. Phil, our old guitarist, would subscribe to that, and I think that's a cure for anyone who's hungover. That's that's good. I like that. I like that you said that. Yeah, I've been having to steer away from swearing recently because in the Wiz and Liz video got demonetized as well because I said field of fucks 4 times. So this is probably going to get demonetized as well for saying that. You know, what's another one? Generally, if I'm drinking and getting wrecked, I just won't eat during the day when I'm getting on it. I'm serious. I'm in a band, for God's sake. I'm a musician. I'm a serious drinker and wrecker, and that'll probably get the stream demonetized as well. But who cares? So when we're on it proper. You know, we don't bother drinking. I don't bother eating and having food in the day before, and then it's on for like 2 days. But then I'm like off it again for like a month. So it's hard. The summer is a hard one because we got like festival slots and playing up in London all the time and stuff. So you're kind of on the road constantly. So drinking's a part of that really, and not in a kind of yeah, fucking rock and roll, but it just is. As long as it doesn't become a problem. But that's not a problem for us at the moment, drinking. But you know what I mean. It comes with the territory. So hangover cures are just kind of. There was like some of the big famous drinkers of the world, you know, like Truman Capote had some good hangover cures. Liberace had some good hangover cures, and I'm trying to think of the other really famous writer. There was a really famous writer rather, who was a really big drinker as well. Guy who wrote Hubert Selby Jr. maybe, and also the guy who wrote Great Gatsby. I can't remember his name. See, again, I'm terrible with names. Great with other things, but terrible with names. So that guy, he had a really great hangover cures. All drinks, mind. They weren't like food. They were all drinks. But that's the way it goes. Yeah, I know. YouTube's a bummer for that. Text swear words. Yeah, YouTube does. YouTube can. Has anyone had any of the? Oh man, no worries. No worries, Bastos. Einstein, sorry. Has anyone had any of their streams and stuff demonetized, or is it just me? Me and my big sweary mouth. I'm wondering if we can get this completed today in one stream. I kind of want to not complete this in one stream because it seems to take a lot longer to complete a year in this for some reason. I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember what Liberace's hangover cure was, but it was in a big. I was reading something that was like a big long list of famous drinkers and their hangover cures. There was one, I can't remember who it was. It was an actor's that was. It was really rough. It was something like 3 shots of gin. It was an American writer. It was like 3 quarts or whatever. 3 shots of gin. It was like 3 shots of all in the drink. 3 shots of gin. 3 shots of rum, 3 shots of something else, and they basically mix it into a really disgusting drink and drink it down in one, and apparently that sorts out your hangover. And also, what is the other one? There was somebody who used to make a really rough Bloody Mary, like a really strong, full of vodka and full of other bits and bobs Bloody Mary with fresh tomatoes. But Bloody Mary is like a classical hangover cure. But if you've got a really like a hangover from hell, a Bloody Mary sometimes can just make you want to vom. So that's a bit of a, you know, here, there and everywhere one. Cold tomato juice. I don't mind it so much, but I can see why it might not be the one to have when you're feeling really rough. Right, why is no one going on this? Probably because we're not paying so much to go on it. Hang on, let me just reduce the price of this and then I'll check what you're saying, Leo. I just want to make sure everyone's going on these rides. Cool. I think people are going to stop going on this as well now. I'm not paying that much to go on there. Yes, that's what I thought. Let me just reassess the funding. Put that down to £3, and people are going to go on that again. And people are queuing for that still. No one's queuing for this because it's too much. Whack that down to £1. And no one's going on the maze either. So let's whack that down to £1 as well. Just better check everyone's going on everything else. That's still being ridden. That's still being ridden. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's see. What's this? YouTube know every bad word in every language. Probably not. But for some reason it seems because it's not you. They're having people sit in now, aren't they? Like certain people are going to sit in and watch videos, etc. They're paying people to do that from this year. But it's still a case of the algorithm is mostly the one that's going to pick you up for things like that. But a lot of my videos like that, my recent roundup of 2017 just got picked up for no apparent reason. Other than it's me doing a 2017 roundup, and that's apparently not suitable for most advertisers, even though I don't say any swear words. So go figure, you know what I mean? It's YouTube don't know what they're bloody doing, do they? But God bless them. They try. They try and put their foot in their mouth consistently. They're consistent with fucking up, let's say that. I'm going to have to train myself. Now I've started swearing again on stream, I'm going to have to train myself out of doing that because it's non-advertiser friendly. And there we go. Oh no, I've deleted the fence. I mean the pathway rather. Let's open this up. Observation tower. I'm going to change the colour of this. Not a fan of tomato, eh? I don't mind tomato. Tomato's my friend. Tomato juice. I mean, I can't see much use for it. I love tomato soup. That's the one. But having like, is it gazpacho, the cold tomatoey soup thing. That I don't know. Actually, saying that, I'm not fussy. I'd eat that as well. I'm pretty unfussy when it comes to food. There isn't much I don't like. So yeah, tomato, good for me. Maybe not for everyone. Best hangover cure is always more alcohol. Exactly. It's the only hangover cure. You know what I mean? Hair of the dog. It's the only thing that's reliable, trustworthy. Tesco Value Orange Squash. Oh. You know, another good thing for hangovers is lime. We have a lot of lime juice in our house. We like the lime squash. Lime is the one for me. Lime cordial, or like a lime. What do you call it? Soda water and lime. That's good for hangovers. But usually there's no lime left after drinking. Or a good. I could do with a good like. A good. What do you call it? A good. What are those Mexican cocktails with lime and not tequila, lime and margarita? Oh, Charlotte, how are you talking through the wall? Where are you? Huh? Oh, it's a disembodied voice is coming through the wall of my girlfriend. Where are you in the house? Fine, just sabotage. Sabotage the stream. Make me think that someone's talking to me through another room. Stick with Tesco Value Orange Squash. Oh, that was a previous message. I'm just reading it again. What do we need? Let's get ourselves something else. Oi, where are you? Come here. Oh well. What do we need? Going to night mode again. It's quite dark, and we'll run this until about, I don't know, probably until we're halfway through, I think. Bastos, you're on like a different. You're on a different thing. A different chat box. Bear with me a minute. I've just got to top my drink up, people. Alright, just speaking of water, I was just getting a bit more. Ah, here you go. Hair of the dog that bit you. That's right, just like hair of the dog that bit me. Just like Jack Nicholson says in The Shining. That's the way to do it. And how we doing? Park guests is slowly raising up. What I'm thinking with this park is, because I don't want to make it really massive, what I will do, you know what, I'm going to change this around as well. Just so it goes around here. That's, people don't want to go on that anymore because it's too much money. Bring that down to £3. I want to build some more roller coasters, right? And we're going to go around here and we'll plonk it down there, so it's another path, I think, because it doesn't look very nice like that. And you know, I said this was going to be a hard level because it's all tiny, but it's actually not caused that much problem because I've kind of fiddled around with it to get it to work. But yeah, it hasn't been too bad. It hasn't been as bad as I was anticipating it being, actually. I really don't like taking up loads of room with path, but there isn't much of a choice that we have here. What I'm planning on doing to get these extra guests is just to advertise, basically. Whoop, there we go. Leap and in. Perfect. Hello, hello. I'm a different entity. Hair of the dog. Basically, it's how do I actually explain hair of the dog? It's like getting a bad thing and wanting more, I guess. Sort of. It's kind of curing one with the other. Hair. It's hard to explain. It's hair of the dog that bit me. It's basically it only refers to alcohol. It's basically it harks back to a case where they used to think a method of treatment for dogs that were being bitten by a rabid dog was to put hair from that dog over the wound to cure the rabies, kind of thing. So it's a bit like, but it never worked. You can't cure rabies by putting hair of the dog that bit you on there. But I don't know why that was associated with drinking. It's just to kind of ward off, you know, the evil of the drink kind of thing, or the feeling. So it's kind of like a loose description for you, but it doesn't make much sense. Let's say that. Yeah, licking the hairy dogs. I have to censor myself, self-censor now. Licking a hairy dog. That's why the apple. What's this with the apple, Bastos? Wondering where it came from. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the expression. The sun's coming down. Yeah, not a fan of the sun closing down from The Hangover. That's it. It feels like it's nighttime again. If you've gone all night. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... Oh, we go. We're getting another roller coaster. I'm going to delete this, and we're going to have 2 roller coasters this side as well now. So it'll be kind of roller coaster area. But I'm feeling a better roller coaster kind of thing. I might build a small roller coaster, yeah, like one of these ones, kind of in a tight little corner in a minute. Once I've built the park looking kind of how I want it, we could build a little bit more out here. We'll do that when we've got loads of cash. I'm feeling a little roller coaster over here would be nice, just to cover up this area. So we'll try and build one over here, and we'll build it on top of this bit. 6, 7. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go out. All this talk of hangovers is making me think. Oh, I'm glad I stayed in yesterday. I'm trying to limit. Well, obviously with the band, trying to limit it to kind of like once a month kind of thing. Getting really smashed, because as you get older, it gets harder. It gets harder to not be feeling like a dog's parts. Mr. Perennium. Perennium, yeah, I'm saying that correctly. Perennium. Bastos Perennium. call it? I'm not gonna have it. I'm not gonna have any chance of pronouncing that. But I like the sentiment when you drink the day after. So is that like a recognized thing in Sweden? It's I guess it is over here. England drinking and the day after. It's the only way to cure. Land not owned by Park. What? Yeah, it is. I just bought it. Oh, I see. I bought the wrong patch of land. So this will just be like a little tiny mouse ride, wild mouse ride. I'm thinking. And we'll come along here, and then we'll duck back in there. Oh, there we go. And we could essentially buy all of this land, and we might do that at a later date. It's a recognised way of getting rid of the hangover. I dig that. That's it. I mean, anyone who, like I say, food can help, yeah, but the most reliable way, it's going to be the drink. There isn't anything else it can be. Oh, that's irritating. I can't build it there because it's the wrong size, so I have to just go. I kind of want to build it really enclosed upon itself, but it's not going to go back through there, so we'll just go looping around here. It's going to be quite extreme for people who ride this. And now we just dip out here and come back up over the top of these people. Boom. Oh, it's going to destroy that tree. I don't want it to do that. This is starting to look messy. I don't want it to look messy. Okay, bugger it. We've taken up loads of space. Ah, there we go. Everyone's everyone's finding out that they speak the same language in the chat. I like it. I think streaming is... I seem to find I get a lot more people over from Europe than England watching the stream, so that's nice. Yo! And then we'll come along here and then just dip in there. Oh, I don't want to do that because I want the entrance to be over here so we can actually get back in and out. And now we're going to have problems. Yes, I thought so. We're going to have to go up like so. That's okay, that's okay. And we'll just go along ski here. Down, down. It's too low. Down. Now we're going to have a problem getting back in here, but never mind. Down. Yeah, this is going to be a really tight little turn, and no one's going to like it. Ooh, it's quite tight. This is going to be very extreme, but bah. Let's see how we go. And then just dodge and dive into there again. There we go. It's I quite like that design, actually. It's quite tight and compact and looks quite cool. So let's see how this goes. Again, 31 cars, ridiculous. Hey, what's the either the Swedish or the or any kind of Nordic word for mouse, by the way? Because we could name this. We could name that this. Name this that. You know what I'm trying to say? If it sounds cool. If it sounds good, we will name it that. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this because it's gonna go hooning it down this hill and do these tight turns and then make everyone sick, make everyone thick. 35. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not going too speedy. Oh, I didn't think it was gonna. I forgot I put a lift hill on there. I thought it was gonna get smashed into the thing. And up we go there. There, that's okay. That's fine. We're doing okay. That roller coaster is a-okay. No, I'd feel quite claustrophobic in this park though. Still, you would just everything is right on top of each other. Let's check out what we got. Mus, M-U-S, mus, mus. Okay, that sounds good. Let's call it that. I'm gonna call it Mus Rush. As in rush. Mus Rush. Mus Rush. Yeah, that works out because it kind of sounds like the play on word must rush, mus rush, mouse rush. I like that. That sounds good. And it's 7. You know, I like this design so much that I'm gonna save it because it's really tight and it's really compact and it's a nice little ride. So we'll save it as mus rush. New file, mus rush. There we go. I like that. Please don't steal the game. Then I thought it was going to close the whole thing down. I like that. I ain't mad at that. Let's open it up. That's cool. I like that. And I'll whack that up to 7. Because people will pay it. Because it's extremo. And I need to check out what's going on in the park as well. Because people probably need the toilet and there is no toilet. So let's grab ourselves some benches and some bogs. Where are the bogs? Reverse freefall coaster. That is a good coaster to have. It's expensive, but we'll build 2 of those as well. I'll show you that in a second. Uno secondo, por favor. Attraction called Wilde Musen, the wild mouse. Oh, is that how you say wild mouse in Swedish? Yeah, we got the wild mouse over here. It's like a staple of wooden. This like the wooden wild mouse, you know. That's cool. I didn't know that. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that as well as usual, but, you know. We do our best. We do our best. And while we're here, I'd like to put a little sign up so people know. I don't want the go-karts. That looks crap. I want... There we go. Mus Rus. And I kind of want them to go either side, but that's not going to work, is it? It's not going to play ball. Okay, let's change that. That for that. And I want it to be wooden, actually, to look a bit like... There we go. There we go. And this can be a... What colour? What colour would work with that? Keep it dark red. Nope, can't even see that. Keep it yellow, fine. Bright yellow, Mustrus. There we go. I'm pleased with that. And this it's not too cramped in this area, actually. People are going to start to get pissed off in a minute because it's going to be way too cramped for them. But once we get that reverse freefall coaster, we'll build that on this side. Yeah, May, June, July, August, September, October. It takes a long time in this game to run it down. So I don't really want to start. Look, I could speed the game up like this, but it's a bit crap. I don't really like doing that too much, to be honest. I say doing it, speeding it for a whole month of May. So we could do that, but we're not going to do that. So it's better just to play the game out, you know. So we'll carry on until let's say 5:15, just before the sun goes down, completely, because we've got to go and walk the dogs, me and Charlotte. But we'll crack on. We'll crack on for another 20 minutes, something like that. Because I want to get out before the sun goes down, ideally, before it goes down totally, anyway. So otherwise, I won't be able to see Bun, because she's a tiny little black dog, and she's hard to see because she doesn't have a light up collar. So that's what we're going to do. Flying saucers, did I? Flying saucers, oh, I thought I didn't take off the number 1 on there. Couldn't be dealing with that. That's annoying, I can't do that either. Okay, we could do with a couple more of these guys as well, because we barely got anyone there. For once, you know, people aren't getting stuck in the boat ride. Nobody in the queue line, that's too much money, £1. This is one of these ones where I'm going to have to keep on top of the money situation. This is a pretty cool little ride, though. People seem to enjoy this one. And it's a proper wild mouse, you know. Like steep corners and drop hills, etc. That's what you want from a wild mouse. And so far, so good. So far, so good in this level. Everything seems about right. I'm just going to check what else we've got. Yeah, reverse freefall. We'll build this now. This should bring us in a lot more people. I don't want it. See, this is what I don't want. I don't want that there. So how far have we got? What I will build is 2 there and 2 here. 1, 2, 1, 2. And what I could do here actually is make a... Yeah, I think what we'll do is let's get rid of this for the time being, and then we'll reverse this so it goes up a bit more and people can get over it. Oh, you fall in the road. Gutted. And we'll deal with that in a minute. Let's just go all the way along here. Reverse Freefall is a really good coaster for this area. It costs a fair bit of money, but it looks good. It looks like the bee's knees. And I think that's as far as we can go with that. Yes, that was perfect. So, boom, 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 boom. That'll probably be enough for there. And we'll build another one the other side of it as well. Because then we should get enough people coming into the park. Where's my mouse gone? There we go. And then we'll build another one the other side. Right, let's test this out. I'm kind of feeling we call this something kind of like... So we've got two of them again. I always like to have these in pairs. So maybe like Hercules and... Oh no. Crashed. That was lucky I caught that just in time. It was going to fly off the rails. It had already left the track. Who did see Hercules kind of fought on his own though. Hercules wasn't like... was he Greek god? Well, Greek. Oh dear. Greek. He was Greek, yeah, he wasn't Roman Hercules. So I'm trying to think of another Roman kind of mythology figure. Not Roman, another Greek mythology figure. We've got Homer, but that's not... Oh, what? Why is there... Oh, it's because it's got 31 cars, of course. So, that was the problem with that. Maybe not then. Maybe not Hercules and someone else. Who did Hercules fight? He fought Medusa, Hercules and the Cyclops, but it doesn't really work for two at the same time, does it? We could go down the Alice in Wonderland theme. So we could have like the Mad Hatter and then something else, but I don't know what else. Oh, you know what? That's right next to there, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's... I know why that is. Because this is supposed to go that side. There we go, that's why. So, yeah, we could have... Let's have a look at the scenery and see what we can do. And no one's going to go on it there at the moment because it just crashed. Close this. What I need to do is move these over here. So that can go over there. And this over here. Okay. And then we bash that one out there and blah, 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 blah. Plonk it in there. And that in there as well. Okay. Yeah, do shout out. Oh, Hades. Yeah, Hades. Hades is mythology. Was Lord of the Underworld for the Greeks, wasn't he? Yeah, Hades and Zeus. That's good. Hey, Charles am I saying that correctly? Hey, my man. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you on board. Good shout, Leo. So we could have, we'll have Hades. Yeah, Hades, Lord of the Underworld, isn't he? So this one can be kind of dark in colour and looking creepy, and then we'll have, who did I just say, Hercules on the other side. Charles, there we go. I'm making an effort to try and pronounce things correctly, or as correctly as I can today. Charles, there we go. That's good enough for me. How's it going, man? Have you come over from the RCT Discord, or are you just stopping by from? Are you a long-time sub, or a first-time sub, or a new-time sub? First-time viewer, long-time watcher, first-time commenter. Let's have that. So I'm thinking we go. Yeah, let's get some colour in here. Kind of Hades, you always associate with being kind of like red, though, don't you? You know, the devil and stuff. I'm going to stick to yellow, though. Yellow looks a bit better. I prefer it, and then we'll swap them around. From Discord, there we go. I thought I recognised your name. There we go. I haven't been on the Discord as much as I'd like to recently. But, yeah, nice to have you on board, man. And welcome on board. Welcome on board. I hadn't posted there for a while, so it was nice to check out some of the competitions that have been going on with the roller coaster building competitions. And Marcel was one of the first people that I ever got engaged with doing a bit of RCT with, actually, on the RCT subreddit. So cool, nice to have you on board as well. This is actually a custom scenario by Mayan SOS, or K7 Avenger, which is the alternative scenario pack, which is nice. And this is one of the really small ones, which I was earlier saying, oh man, I really hate small theme parks and creating them in really small situations. But this has turned out okay. This hasn't been so bad. I do need to link that up. So Hades is going okay. What I like to do with these is kind of build like a long covered walkway thing. But since it's just above ground, I'm not going to do anything too fancy today. We're just gonna get the rides working and get it kind of running. So we want to build another one of these, bring in some more guests, and then bust out a few more. I don't want to build too many more track rides. I'm just keeping roller coasters to the centre, and I'm going to fill out this bit of the park later. So let's get another one of these up on the going anyway. And we've got the night and day effects going on as well. That's why everything's going a little bit brighter now. Oh look, we've also got the Roman theming stuff, so I forgot about that. We could actually potentially put a few of those kind of hanging around there maybe. I'm a real stickler generally for scenery, but we shall see. We shall see. We're going to need some benches there because people are going to throw up all over this place. And when it turns to the night, we're going to need a few more over here. That's a bit better. The problem with this being such a small park is people are going to get annoyed with walking around in a small park. You know, I do like the Olympics, the Winter Olympics, yeah? I do like watching. The Winter Olympics of any Olympics are my favourite. And I have been watching a bit of the Luge recently, and the Skeleton. Is it the Luge? The Luge is the one they've just been doing recently, is that right? It's been good to watch people coming off their sleds. But I like the Winter Olympics. The men's downhill is coming up as well soon. And I do like the Olympics, yes. We're not very good at the Winter Olympics though, old Team GB, because we don't have any snow and ski runs. Yeah, it's like it's much bigger over in countries where you guys do a lot of skiing and stuff, and like Winter Olympics are kind of your thing, you know. But yeah, whereabouts in the world are you from, Charles? Charles. I'm just going to say Charles. That's how I'm going to say that. Okay. Whereabouts do you come from? You European? You UK? You USA? Whereabouts? I mean, we had a good run in the last Olympics, UK. We had a good run in that. What I'm going to have to do with this is we're going to have to go up here. That was because it was in the UK. So, you know, we had a bit of an advantage there. That was about the only time we did pretty well in any Olympics. But we had a good run. We had a good run that year. That was good. You know what we need to do with this? We need to build the roller coaster first, and then people can go around on that later. Charles is your real name? Okay, Charles. USA, there we go. USA. USA are pretty good at the Olympics, and what about Winter Olympics? USA, certain sports, certain events rather. The skiing, USA are pretty good at the skiing. Oh, you know what? It's funny. Since we're talking about skiing, I used to have a friend who had a ski company in Austria, and Hermann Mayer is the Austrian ski bloke, isn't he? He's like he's still winning medals now, isn't he, Hermann Mayer, for skiing? And he had the Hermann Mayer Skischule. The Hermann Mayer ski school out there. So yeah, that was good. I do like a bit of skiing myself, actually. Back in the day. I haven't done any skiing for a long time. But it's good. Gold medal. What'd you get a gold medal in? I know Sweden are pretty good skiers, aren't they? And Eystein, Bastos. Yeah, Bastos busted himself up actually the other day doing some sledding. Tobogganing, whatever you want to call it, whatever the technical term was for what he was doing. But it was good. The video, you want to check that out, it was good fun. Oh, what's going on? Your cat's just come in. What you got? What kind of cat you got? Like British, just a tabby, a little tabby, or are we talking gourmet cat? gourmet pedigree. Yeah, Winter Olympics. I like the Summer Olympics. The Summer Olympics. The Olympics with they've got BMXing now as part of the Olympic sports, haven't they? That's pretty cool. But I don't watch it religiously. But I do like certain events when they're on. Don't mind watching them. A bit of certain events are on. That's irritating. This is the problem we get. It starts to look really messy and ugly, and I really don't like all this ugliness. So I'm gonna change this because I don't like it. It's got to look. Oh yeah. Turn. Here we go. It's got to look good. And then what we'll do is we'll build a path that goes down here, and then there'll be more path for people to walk on. And this crazy bloke who's stuck can go over here, along here, and then we'll just connect it back up here. When we're running a park in such tight constraints, you know, there is only so much you can do to make it look pretty. I'm going to put some nice, I was going to say some nice furniture. I was going to put some nice scenery around there to make it look slightly better. And I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This has got to go. You do occasionally come across that in theme parks where it's like right at the top. You get like a ride that has a long walkway that's kind of in the air, sort of. But see, this is going to look really ugly as well. But yeah, it's all I can do. And then does it need to go up? It does need to go up. Right, okay. So there we go. And just to round that off, we'll do that. That's better. That's okay. That's as good as we're going to get it looking, really. And so this is Hercules. Brilliant. Black Shorthead. See. Wesker. Oh man, that's a good name. I like that. See, it's a cat pun and it's a video game pun. That's good. That's good. That's good thinking. That I like. I like Winter Olympics. And the moguls. Ski down. Yeah, that's it. The little bumps that they have to shoot over. That's it. The moguls. Oh man, I've just broken the roller coaster again. The moguls are hard to ski on. That's cool. I know what you're talking about, Charles. Has anyone ever been skiing? Anyone ever gone skiing? I mean, you must have gone skiing, right, Leo? Skiing's pretty big in Sweden. Is that right? I think it is, anyway. Or from what I can tell from the Austrians. And so we got. I'm terrible at spelling as well, but I managed to spell that somehow. And let's just change this round. So this one will. This one needs to be black and yellow that way, so it's the opposite. Or we'll have them exactly the same. Whatever. That's cool. And Hades can be purple. Hercules can be yellow. That's fine. And let's just have this all black. There we go. And this colour needs to be changed to that. That's fine. I mean, it's a bit of an eyesore, but these things always are. You know what I mean? You do a bit of skiing as well, do you? Yeah, I do like a good ski, but it's quite expensive for if you don't have a skis and ski passes and stuff. You know, it's quite expensive to go regularly. Oh, you're from Wisconsin? Oh, cool. That's kind of like a bit colder up there then, eh? What's the weather like there at the moment? I bet it's freezing, eh? Wisconsin. That's nice. It's nice up there. I've never been to America. Me and Charlotte are planning on going next year, actually. So that's good. We're planning on doing a road trip across the USA. Is it next year or the year after? We were offered to go over there with the band actually as well, with Sweet Johnny. But we didn't go because we didn't have the cash at the time to stump up. But it's a place I want to go. Going down cross country skiing, okay. And a bit of alpine. Do you never skied? Oh, so you've never skied before, Charles. Cool. Skiing's good. I mean, everyone's done like tobogganing or sledding. Yeah, you must have done sledding, right? Sledding's always good. We get to do that. I live because we just moved the other side of Brighton. We got these things called the Downs, right? And they're just big hills, really. And we used to go up there with our bikes and go over, do all these massive like downhill jumping and stuff. But you can also do that with sleds when it snows in the winter, and that's a lot of fun. You can easily break your bones doing things like that. But yeah, that's good. Why is that crashed? Those construction notes, because I had 31 cars going around it. Minus 12, so freezing cold, yeah. You're getting some frost there. It's for us. We're over here. We're getting a little bit of frost as well, but nothing kind of crazy. England's not too bad at the moment. But my pond froze over the other day, and it's continuously freezing over still. So we've got that going for us at the moment. I was walking past this massive lake the other day, and the whole thing was frozen. So that was cool. But yeah, we don't get the weather too bad in England. So we've got corkscrew coaster. You know what I also like to build with these is the one where it just literally goes around in a corkscrew like so. But I don't seem to have the room to build that. Let me see. What I might do is build like a little, because it needs to be really compact in this level. That's one that I used to build quite a lot. It's one I've already pre-made, but I don't know. There's not particularly enough room. I might just plonk it there anyway. For some reason, the walls have gone all crazy with this one. You know what? I know why. I'm gonna flatten this land out, and we'll build it here. I'll just plonk it down and over here just to hit the quota, really. We've got a little bit of money at the moment, so don't mind doing this. Just flatten it out. So what we'll do is build this along the edges, though. 360. There we go. We should have enough room now to build this. Hey, MVL, how's it going, mate? Nice to have you on board, buddy. Good to see you. How the devil are you? How the devil are you, Michael? Here we go. Oh, it's for some reason the wall. Oh, I know that shouldn't be there. The wall shouldn't be there with that. That was because it was saved over from another roller coaster which was next to it when I saved that track. So generally, I don't like doing that pre-building things. But this is one I built myself, so I'm okay with that. You know. I am going to have to build the wall across here because it seems to have not saved that. But this is a nice little kind of small compact coaster. And I don't mind building small compact or having small compact coasters in the park. When it's like this. Footpath in the way. Yeah, I know. I need to change this footpath. Delete the footpath. There we go. Don't want it to be brown when it should be grey. There we go. And now people should be able to get on that. That's one thing about RCT 2 that's slightly irritating is the path when you don't delete it. MVL. Michael. Hello. How's your Sunday going, mate? How you doing? What you up to? What you been up to? What you gonna get up to? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. It's freezing cold and it's getting dark, and we're gonna go for a dog walk in a minute. So. We've got to go and walk our French Bulldogs, so life is good. Life is good, and then what have I got? We're trying vegetarian burgers out, actually. If you're still in the stream, Vic here. We're trying out vegetarian bean burgers tonight. For haven't gone like full veggie, but we try and eat kind of vegetarian 2 or 3 times, 4 times a week now. Just for saving cash and just, I don't know, for health, I guess. So we're trying out that tonight. But I got to say, the vegetarian burgers, those ones that we've got aren't particularly great. The ones that are quite good are Linda McCartney ones. They're not bad. So yeah, that's exciting, isn't it? Eating vegetarian bean burgers. Wow, that's why you come to the stream. Just about. You haven't died. We've got someone nursing a hangover. MBL, old Vic. So send in anti-hangover vibes your way. What's going on with this? That's why it's all messed up. I need to build that and then top it off here. Looks a little bit ugly. There we go. That's what I wanted to do, and that thing is preventing me from doing that. Oh well, there we go. That's as good as it's going to get. It looks okay. That looks fairly nice. I'm okay with that. Not my greatest, but not my worst. I will build these here if I can. And yeah, just a few little ones to tag on there. That's what I should have done with the other one. This was like years ago building this, so it doesn't look as precise as some of the other things. Some of the other things I've built. There we go. That looks a little bit nicer, just slightly. Oh, the old pepperoni pizza. That sounds nice. And you're a vegetarian for a year, were you, MBL? I see. And then laziness brings you back to the pizzas. Pizza is pretty good. You can't go wrong with a pizza. And having a look through the band page here. Nice. Like I say, we haven't been doing too much with it just over the last few months. We're in the process of rewriting some stuff, getting an album together for the end of the year, getting the album together, which we've got a few labels which we're courting at the moment. So that's to be done. So we haven't done too much at the moment. Just January, February, like I say, is time for us to be writing and getting the band van back up and ready for touring. Good. Right. I think we're going to have to wrap this up soon, chaps and chapettes, because it is getting dark here. And like I say, I've got to go walk the dogs and eat my food. Oh, I've got to have a haircut as well. We'll see how that turns out. Anyway, I think that this will do for today. I just want to say a big thanks to everybody who's been in the stream. Big thanks to Charles. Big thanks to Slippery Fish. That's Mark. Big thanks to Michael. Big thanks to who else is here? Leo. And who else did we have earlier? We had K7 Avenger. And of course Becky as well. So good to see you all. What I'm thinking of, we're going to be doing a bit more streaming next week. I'm going to be around Monday. We'll be doing some, I'm thinking, what does everyone want to see? We'll do a bit more Theme Hospital on Monday, I think. We'll complete Diablo HD as well, maybe Tuesday. Wednesday I'm away. Thursday I should be around Thursday evening for a short stream as well. So yes, tune in again Monday for a bit of Theme Hospital. Tune in Tuesday for a bit of Diablo, which we should be able to complete that game perhaps then. No worries, man, no worries. Yeah, I'm around, like I say, MVO, I'll be around Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and maybe Saturday as well. So we'll get in 4 days. We'll get in 4 days for some good chat. And I will be checking out your. When are you streaming your? When are you streaming some more Resident Evil 7, mate? By the way, Michael, when can I catch your live stream of that? So I'd be keen to catch that. And Slippery Fish as well, Mark. I've got to catch some of your streams as well. Again, I haven't seen many streams recently. But anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know when you are streaming as well. And good luck with that hangover. I am going to go and have a spicy bean burger and walk my dogs. So, until next time. Oh yeah, here's the standard blurb at the end. Share it with your friends. If you are already subscribed, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. Check out my other videos, of course, and share it with your mates, and blah blah blah. Like, hit subscribe, etc. etc. You know the score. Anyway, I want to say a big thank you to everyone once again. I have been Let 'em Come In It. A thank you and good night. See you Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.